Good Friday morning, everybody. HTEDC here. Just wanted to come to you with a video this morning. We're going to do a small fixed blade for Fixed Blade Friday. I know yesterday in my intro I told you guys that my heart is firmly supplanted in the traditional stuff, but I do have my moderns. I do have fixed blades. My fixed blade preference is the smaller guys, more the EDC style stuff. I do have some bigger stuff for bushcraft or whatever. I like everything sharp and shiny, let's just be honest. Most of you guys do. But as far as carrying, I love these little EDC guys right here, like the one I'm going to show you today. The one that's in front of you here is the Bradford Guardian G3. And I think that guy, it is absolutely one of the best smaller EDC fixed blades on the market. Um, it's easy to handle, it's very nimble, it's not too heavy. We'll go over the specs in a minute. But USA, they are a USA company up in Washington State. The gentleman's name is Brad Larkin, and he runs a fantastic company up there. Any dealings I've ever done with them, their customer service has just been outstanding. They stand behind their products, and again, I love supporting USA made. I'm not going to be hypocritical. I do own Rough Riders, and I do have some China-owned stuff, so we're going to get that out up front. I don't discriminate. A good knife, I believe, is a good knife. That's where I stand on that. Do I love the USA made stuff? Do I have a preference for the USA stuff? The pride of ownership of USA? Absolutely, 100%. But at the end of the day, a good knife is a good knife, and there is some good knives overseas. China does make some quality knives. I know people are cringing and don't like to hear that, but it's reality. So does Italy, so does Germany. Again, a good quality knife is a good quality knife, but it is always nice, yes, when you can support the home team and support American workers. I'm all on board with that. I love it. And in this case, Bradford USA, you're doing just that. They make a stellar product. And let's take you for a tour around, and I can babble. I'm going to try not to babble on my videos. Let's take you for a tour around this thing. The one I have here is in, I have the Toxic Green. I went with some loud scales on this guy. Kind of did something a little wild. That's called Toxic Green G10. And I have the little, I call it a spear point. I think they call it a drop point. Stonewash blade here. As you can see, turning it around, it has some nice thumb jimping on top, and a very good thick blade stock that comes down to a really thin, nice tip on this guy. Has a nice distal taper on it, but you can see it carries that blade stock all the way out to probably, right here in the last 10% of the blade before it gets really thin. So you kind of have the best of both worlds, in my opinion. You got a nice stout stock so you can get some work done, but you have a nice acute tip on the end that for piercing, your puncture stuff. And this thing, let's give you a look about how it looks in the hand. I got pretty good sized mitts, and I'm able to get with their they have a generous, let's look at that real quick. Look at that generous finger troil there that they give you. So with that, you can just about get all 4 fingers on this knife. And as you can see, I added a little pinky lanyard right there. So if you do, for whatever reason, you wanted to choke back on this knife, you have a little something there to hold on to, that pinky to catch. That's just something I added. But the main time when you're going to be using this knife, you're going to be up on this guy like here, like it's intended to, using that generous finger guard. And it is generous, and you get a tremendous purchase on this knife. Like I said, you can You can do anything from skinning game with this thing to, obviously you're not going to be chopping wood with it. It's not what it's meant for, and it doesn't have the dimensions to support that. But as far as work around the house, open and package your normal EDC stuff, this thing is going to excel. It's going to be great. And like I said, if you wanted it for a small camp knife, do a little food prep around camp, and obviously, skinning animals, it'll excel. It really will. So let's give you guys some specs on this. I'm gonna see if I can set this down for a second, and I'm gonna read them off to you. The Bradford G3 has an overall length of 6.75 inches, so it's just under 7 inches. So it's not a lot. It's not a lot to don't take up a lot of real estate on your belt. So 6.75 overall, has a blade length, as you can see from right here out to the tip, of 3.5 inches, and it has a cutting edge of 3 inches. So you get a full 3 inches of cutting surface on there, which is pretty good for a knife of this size, to get a full 3 inches of cutting. Blade grind, obviously, that's a flat grind on it. Handle width, this guy's pretty thick too. See, it has kind of a swell right there in the middle, kind of a Coke bottle going on. Actually is a 0.85 inch across, at its thickest point across the handle. So you're able to get a fantastic purchase on it. The steel, I think I mentioned earlier, I went with the Magnacut when they came out with Magnacut as an option on this guy. I don't think I got to go in to tell many people, knife guys, about the rage of Magnacut. It's kind of the best of both worlds, of all worlds actually, as far as the steel right now. Corrosion resistance is probably its claim to fame. It is almost virtually rust proof. Nothing is completely rust proof, but this is about as close as you get with Magnacut. Edge retention, it's solid. It's well above average in edge retention, so it's going to hold an edge for you. You're not going to be running to this sharpener every time you cut a piece of wood or whatever, open up 2 or 3 cardboard boxes. You're not going to have to sharpen this thing. It holds an edge for a good long time. And toughness. The toughness on Magnacut is very good. When you're putting this thing to hard use, you're not gonna chip this blade. You don't have to worry about if I put this thing to work, is it gonna crack on me? Am I gonna break the tip? If you're doing what you're supposed to be doing with a knife, Magnacut steel is gonna hold up for you, and I think it's an excellent steel choice. I was kind of excited when they offered it in the G3. I have 5 or 6 Bradford knives. I am a Bradford fan. They're one of my very top fixed blade knife manufacturers. Love their products. And anyway, the blade stock thickness, as I showed you earlier, how it was thick out to the end, it starts at a 0.14. So that is a good solid blade stock. And like I said, it comes down, it distal tapers to the end down to a very fine point for your intricate, your detailed work. But you got enough backbone there to do just about anything you need to do. And they run by the way, they run their Magnacut. I talked to the guys at Bradford, and they're running it at 61-62. So this is a fixed blade knife. I know that folders, they're saying, the optimal Rockwell on the folders are somewhere 63 to 64. Well, Brad took this down to 61-62. It is a fixed blade, so they're running it a little softer, more so for the toughness. They're trying to tap into the strength of the toughness, seeing that it's a fixed blade, and they know that these knives are, they're going to get put through the ringer, and that's what they want them. They want their knives to be used. They want them to be used, not abused, obviously, but the knives are meant to work. So they're running at a 61, 62, which I think is a good compromise for Magnacut. I don't think that's too soft by any means, especially for a fixed blade knife. Weight on these guys, the knife itself is just a little over 4 ounces, comes in at 4.09 ounces, and the sheath that it comes with, I haven't showed you that, I will in just a minute, is 2.08 ounces. So you're only carrying 6 ounces comboed up on your hip. That's not much. I mean, that's there's knives out there that weigh, that people carry in their pocket a lot more than 6 ounces. So for you guys that are worried about weight, this isn't a weighty knife. It's pretty decent on weight. And let's show you that. That's enough of that specs. Let's show you that sheath that it comes with. I've got mine running here with the soft loops because I'm a horizontal scout carry guy with my fixed blades. I like them running that way. But I mean, it does come, you can run this guy. It's a taco style Kydex sheath you get with it. You can run it vertical if you're a vertical guy, but that's just my preferred method. My preferred method is scout carry. Let's give you a shot how it goes in the sheath. Hope that came through on camera. That is an authoritative click. There's absolutely, if I hold my my little lanyard might shake a little, but if I hold my lanyard, this thing isn't going anywhere. They give you a nice thumb ramp right there, if you can see that, guys, to give you a good push off to take out your knife. And listen to this one more time, guys. Get it up here close to the microphone. That's as good as it gets for a sheath, in my opinion. That is confidence inspiring. So anyway, guys, that's just a run around the Bradford Guardian G3. Anybody that takes the time to listen, thank you for watching the video today and stopping by. If you so inclined, I'm not a big beggar for subscriptions, but if you like videos like this, there definitely can be more coming. There will be more coming. If you drop me a sub, I would be greatly appreciated, and drop me a comment. Give me a like and subscribe. Everybody says that. I guess I'm no different, but I'm not going to pine for it. But I'd love for you to like the video. I'd love for any subscriptions. I'm a new channel, just trying to get my feet wet and put some content out there for you guys. I will try not to do stuff that everybody's done. I mean, I see a lot of content on here, the knives that's been gone over 100 times, and I mean, yes, you can always bring a little something new to the knife, but I'm gonna try to bring you content and knives, that's not just been beat to death, if you will. So anyway, guys, thank you for watching. If you're so inclined, like and subscribe, and do by all means drop me a message. I love talking to the knife community. I try to do the same on videos. I try to, Instagram, Facebook, I try to comment. It's always nice to hear from you guys. Be respectful, of course. Give me a little grace. I'm a new channel. I will be getting some new equipment, and hopefully the quality of my videos may be improving. But I'm trying. I'm having fun with it, and that's really the main thing in this game is, anyway, it's a passion to everybody. And anyway, I'm starting to babble, so I won't do that. But yeah, thanks for stopping by. You guys have a great weekend. HTEDC, and I am out.